Welcome to EngVibe Podcast.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to EngVibe Podcast. I'm Emma.
And I'm Alex. We're really happy that you are here with us today.
Yes, absolutely. Today's episode is going to be very special and very powerful because we're talking about something that can truly transform your life. Something that sounds simple, but actually has the power to change everything.
Exactly. And today's topic is discipline can change your life forever.
But before we start today's conversation, if you want to improve your English while learning powerful life lessons like discipline, confidence, and success, then make sure to subscribe to the EngVibe Podcast and like this video. It really helps us create more content that helps you learn English and improve your mindset at the same time. So let's get started. You know, Alex, when people hear the word discipline, they often imagine something strict or boring, like rules, pressure, or forcing yourself to do things you don't want to do.
Yeah, that's true. Many people think discipline means living a life without fun, waking up at 5 a.m., working all day, and never relaxing.
Exactly. But in reality, discipline is not about punishment. It's about freedom.
Freedom? That sounds interesting. Can you explain that a little more?
Sure, think about it this way. When you build discipline in your daily life, you start controlling your habits instead of your habits controlling you.
Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, for example, imagine two people. One person wakes up whenever they want, spends hours scrolling on their phone, delays their work, and always says, "I'll start tomorrow."
I think many people can relate to that.
Exactly. And then there's another person who has simple discipline. They wake up at a fixed time, work on their goals every day, exercise a little, and manage their time wisely.
Right. At first, their lives might look similar, but after 1 year or 5 years, their results will be completely different.
Absolutely. Discipline is like planting seeds. The results may not appear immediately, but over time, they grow into something incredible.
That reminds me of something I read once. Successful people are not necessarily more talented. They're just more consistent.
Yes, consistency is the heart of discipline.
Emma, sometimes people wait for motivation. They say, start when I feel motivated.
Oh yes, that's a big mistake. Why do you think that happens?
Because motivation feels exciting. It gives you energy. But the problem is, motivation doesn't last forever.
Yeah, that's completely true. Some days you feel motivated, and other days you don't feel like doing anything.
Exactly. But discipline is different. Discipline means you take action even when you don't feel motivated.
Yeah, that's powerful. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine someone wants to get fit.
Okay.
On the first day, they feel motivated. They go to the gym, take photos, and feel amazing.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
But after a week, the excitement disappears. The body feels tired. The alarm rings early in the morning, and suddenly the bed feels very comfortable.
Oh, yes, the famous 5 more minutes.
Exactly, and this is where discipline makes the difference.
Because disciplined people still get up, even when they don't feel like it.
Right, they don't rely on feelings. They rely on habits.
I once heard someone say something very interesting.
What was it?
They said, your future is created by what you do daily, not occasionally.
Wow, that's such a powerful line.
Think about it. If someone studies for 20 minutes every day, after a year, they will learn so much.
Yes, and if someone saves a little money every month, over time, they build financial security.
Exactly. Small, disciplined actions, repeated every day, create huge results.
Yeah, but let's be honest here. Building discipline isn't always easy.
Definitely not.
Sometimes you feel tired. Sometimes you feel lazy. Sometimes life becomes stressful.
And sometimes distractions are everywhere.
Oh yes, phones, social media, endless notifications.
It's so easy to lose focus.
That's why discipline is more important today than ever before.
So if someone is listening right now and thinking, I want to become more disciplined, Where should they start?
Good question. The first step is starting small.
Small?
Yes, many people try to change everything at once. They say, from tomorrow, I'll wake up at 5 a.m., exercise for 1 hour, read 2 books a week, and work 10 hours a day.
Hahaha, that sounds exhausting already.
Exactly, and after a few days they give up.
So what's the better approach?
Start with one small habit.
For example,
Maybe reading for 10 minutes every day, or exercising for 15 minutes, or writing your goals every morning.
that sounds much more manageable.
Yes. And once that habit becomes easy, you add another one.
So discipline grows step by step.
Exactly.
You know, there's something interesting about disciplined people.
What is it?
They don't always feel extraordinary, but their results become extraordinary.
That's very true.
Because discipline is quiet. It doesn't look dramatic. It's just daily effort.
Right. It's waking up when you said you would, finishing the task you started, keeping promises to yourself.
And over time, that builds confidence.
Yes, self-confidence grows when you trust yourself.
And discipline helps you trust yourself.
Exactly.
Let's imagine something for a moment.
Okay?
Imagine 2 versions of yourself. One version continues living without discipline, always procrastinating, always delaying goals. And the other version becomes disciplined, works on goals every day, manages time wisely, and keeps improving. 5 years later, their lives will look completely different.
Exactly. One life will be full of regrets, and the other will be full of progress.
That's why discipline is so powerful.
It quietly shapes your future.
Emma, do you think discipline can change someone's entire life?
Without a doubt.
Why?
Because every area of life improves with discipline. Health, career, relationships, learning, finances, everything.
That's true.
When you become disciplined, you start respecting your time.
And time is the most valuable thing we have.
Exactly.
You know what I love about discipline?
What?
It turns ordinary people into extraordinary ones.
That's beautifully said.
You don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep showing up.
Yes, every day a little progress. Even when nobody is watching. Even when it feels difficult. Even when motivation disappears. Because discipline stays. And over time, it changes everything.
If you're listening to this right now, remember one thing. Your future is not decided by luck. It's decided by your daily habits.
Your small actions. Your discipline. So start today. Start small. But start now. Because discipline can truly change your life forever.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for listening to EngVibe Podcast.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and share it with someone who needs this message today.
We'll see you in the next episode. Take care and stay disciplined. Bye, everyone.